What's up, guys? This is Aftermarket Hours, where we talk about my trades, your trades, and everything else going on in the community. Alright, guys, so this is it. This is my trade today, and we're back green on the week. I want to really talk about this. This is a screenshot. I actually recorded the whole trade from beginning to end that I will fast forward, so it took a very long time. But why did I stay in this trade? Okay, this is almost, I think it was like almost an hour and a half, and it finally hit my draws on liquidity, and I think we hit for 872 once it was all said and done, which we're back green on the week. So my stop loss was this swing low right here, and my take profit was London highs. This ended up going through and going a little bit farther. It went to a standard deviation of 1. But I was perfectly happy with this trade, and I'll tell you kind of where I went break even at. So the reason I took this trade, okay, ES swept all of its lower liquidity. There was no other orders sitting down there that this market wanted, and I knew that. So I knew that this was going to go one direction for the rest of the time, but we entered a little bit of chop, and that's okay because our risks were set and we were willing to see the trade through. This is a prime example of trust your draws on liquidity. The market wants these orders to load up and then unload back on the downside later on in the day. We had a 1 minute IFVG taken after we swept these Asia lows and London lows, which there was no other resting lower liquidity besides some high resistance liquidity that was previous day lows, which I believe were really far away. Like, it would have to be a full dump day if that was going to happen. I entered it on the trade here after I seen this rejection wick and this IFVG hold true. We came up. I was actually green for a little bit and felt like we were going to start ripping through. We broke structure right here. We had a market structure shift right here. Came back down. Still was pretty confident. We held this IFVG, so I wasn't too worried. Figured we were going to see it through still. Came back up, came back down, and then I started to see, oh, okay, we're kind of consolidating and forming this wedge. But there's only one way that this is going to go, and that's up, because our liquidity was London highs, and that's where the orders are sitting. So we broke this consolidation, which gave me confidence that, okay, we're probably going to head to the upside. This is a ton of chop. At this time, the Jackson Hole Symposium began. This was like 10 o'clock. There was these bigwig guys talking about money, okay? And the market gets hesitant on people like that, and it gets scared. So it doesn't really fully wants to go up here, but it doesn't want to make a very fast move because we don't know what these guys are going to say. I ended up going break even at this break of structure right here. So, or at the high day. Once we broke high of day, which was right here, I took my stop loss, went break even, so I was good to go. Like, there was nothing. I was either going to make $0 today, or I was going to make a good amount. We came down. This is a manipulation candle where the market wants to grab some little bit of lower resting liquidity to push to the upside and fake people out. And that's what these types of candles do. We formed another IFVG to the upside, and this IFVG held perfect. Look at this. It held right here. 2, 3 times it held. We broke structure when we went back up to the upside, which made me feel comfortable. We were going to continue to these London highs, and that's why I wasn't worried at all. And then we broke structure again, and overall we hit our TP. So our TP was London highs, and we settled for around $871 or something. So this is how you trade and try not to worry about these red days. So I had a no trade day on Monday. I had a red day on Tuesday, red day on Wednesday, green day on today, Thursday, that wiped the rest of my red days out. And now we are going into Friday with green on the week. So we could be green on the week, and we need to just trade smart and remember that we're looking for A+ setups tomorrow, because Fridays are notoriously known for people making mistakes because they're just trying to make a quick buck before the weekend. So if I could really point out anything with this trade, it's all about trusting your liquidity. That is the main thing about this whole video, is trust your liquidity. See the trade through. Let it work out. Don't take profit halfway. I could have took profit here 1,000 times. Where we came down, I could have got scared and took profit. We had an IFEG right here. After we swept this high of day, I could have took profit, and I didn't, because I know that the market already swept the orders that it wanted to on this lower side and wanted to unload it on this top side. So that was my trade today. Green on the week. We're good to go. Let's see what Friday brings tomorrow.